Okay, so a quick story. I promise this won't be too long, but this is a good one. My Cinderella story. You know, the beautiful Cinderella with her fairy godmother and her magic shoe. Well, Cinderella is a very important source for me. The reason, well, my great-grandmother, Dorothy Gray, was a worthy matron of the Order of the Eastern Star. And her circle at the time was known as the Cinderellas. And my grandmother and my great-grandmother and many of the women in our family and many of the men in our family have been worthy matron and all the way up to Supreme, or also known as High Priestess, for decades. So I come from a long line of Masonry, including John Steinbeck, but we'll talk about that later. So why is Masonry so important, and why is it so important to pay attention to who you are as a practitioner and your bloodlines? Your bloodlines are your ancestors, and your ancestors are the ashes and the bones that you stand upon. So we remember that the universe has a very crafty language. And when you pay attention to that language, you're going to see a variety of synchronicities, lots of symbols or omens. Oh, you know, like for instance, for Cinderella. Cinderella's been a theme for me my whole life, and every time I've known that something good was going to happen for me, something to do with Cinderella would show up for me, like the course and other things in my life, like my grandmother being, my great-grandmother being, you know, the worthy matron at the time and calling her circle the Cinderellas, and then the course and a Cinderella statement, and some other things that I've invested my time and energy to have had that recurring Cinderella theme. Plus, it just happened to be one of my favorite books when I was a kid. Remember the pink one with the almost hand painted look on the front of it? I love those old books, by the way. Anyways, the point is here that there's going to be a consistency in theme. There's going to be a consistency in specific words or numbers, like, you know, when you see 1111 all of the time. Pay attention to those things, especially pay attention to the synchronicities or signs or symbols within these courses and the 777 Mystery School and any of the other teachers that I share with you, because they're keynotes for you. Knowledge is continuous for a reason. Pay attention to that, because that's how you know that you're on the right path.